In the entire universe exists a natural order. Everything has a corresponding vibrate, within different demonstrations or dimensions. Those demonstrations may be from a germ to a constellation. A color corresponding to a musical note, which corresponds to a quartz, and this one to a chemical element, which should correspond to a certain animal, corresponding to a weekly day, that corresponds to a given planet, which is related to a constellation, and this constellation is related to a personality type within a perky behavior, with a given spirit, and this would be related to a given angel or demon. Why do we need this? To learn to interpret and understand so unique differences, and some very exclusive of each of us and things that surround us. A dog and a cat, both are animals but each one with their behavior so unique. Also comparing a policeman and a pianist, both are admirable professionals, but we should notice the degree of art and courage between those two. Also comparing a color with another, or a music genre with another. But comparisons between them do not necessarily mean one to be superior to the other, it depends on the evolutive degree or consciousness of each. This law is well known and useful for astrologers and is a universal law that gives order to chaos automatically as the affinities and antipathies. An interesting example is the natural formation of countries with the passing of years. Settlements and colonies recognized affinities or antipathies in a natural way comparing themselves to other colonies. As I said before, the differences do not necessarily mean that one is superior to another. Simply, each has its way of being. You could notice at your college friend group, probably there is something in common that unites. Compare your friend group to another and you should notice the differences. You may think that this is very obvious, but this correspondence law is universal at all levels of existential relativity. It is in all that exists. Let's pretend that other planets of living beings, we could notice this a unique form of those beings comparing a planet to another. I suppose that our planet Earth has a unique vibrate style, because it is included in a system with more planets with their respective vibrates. The planet Earth is like a color between a rainbow of planets. This planet is in a solar system. Also, the solar system has a unique style or vibrate, if as compared to other systems. It is like a music note to a cosmic masterpiece. The correspondence law is universal at all levels of existential relativity. From a germ to a constellation there are vibrates to a given order, that follow certain pattern between dimensions. For example, the red color is related to the blood is related to the iron is related to planet Mars, this planet Mars is related to Aries, and this sign is related with courage. This lonely correspondence could look absurd, because the sense of this relation is to compare it to other relations. Another example. A given measure of yellow color psychologically wakes up mind's perspicacity. The yellow color is related to Mercury planet. This planet is related to the sign of Gemini. This Gemini sign is related with the intellectuality, and the intellectuality is related to the oxygen, which is the one that feeds the mind and is related with the yellow color. One last example. Deep blue color is related with the ocean. The ocean is related to Poseidon. Poseidon is related to Neptune. Neptune related to Pisces. Pisces related to the water, and the water element esoterically is related to the emotions. So I suppose that Pisceans are very receptive to the emotions. Those were just vague comparisons. However, without contradiction, universal correspondence is quite apart from the degree of evolution or consciousness among people, countries, planets, and so on. Let us realize that everything we see around us is a certain style to be done. You may not realize it, because it's so trivial, or do not know other experiences outside of your routine.